What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Bernard the Executioner Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins stated that Deontay Wilder is the best heavyweight because he has the equalizing power to his credit. Those are the words of Bernard Hopkins. You know, Bernard Hopkins, he's a very charismatic guy, a very outspoken guy, a very opinionated guy. And he feels that Deontay Wilder will beat Tyson Fury, obviously, because he thinks that he's the best heavyweight based on his power. Now, me counterpunching Bernard Hopkins and his opinion, I think that Deontay Wilder having the most power doesn't make him the best heavyweight. The only way we're going to know if he's the best heavyweight is if he fights all the heavyweights to see if he's the best and continues fighting the best, something that he hasn't done, okay? He started to do more of the last 2 years. He started to be known, and what we've seen from Deontay Wilder is that since his popularity or his opposition has risen, that he has fought someone we have heard about and heard of, or give a shit about, or give a shit of, his popularity has risen. Of course, with the interest in the possible mega fight with Anthony Joshua, that helped him a lot. But before then, he was little known. However, that was then, this is now, okay? But him saying that Deontay Wilder is the best heavyweight we have now, the best heavyweight champion out of the three, is, first of all, having power is only one factor. A lot of fighters have power. You know, you got guys like Teddy Atlas that, you know, that says, oh, he has one punch knockout power. Does that make him the best? No, it doesn't. That only makes him successful with the people that he's fought. Until he can, if he can do that with everybody, you cannot debate that at that point. If he knocks out Anthony Joshua, if he knocks out Tyson Fury in the rematch, if he knocks out Dillian White, and he knocks out Joseph Parker, and he knocks out Usyk, right? He knocks these guys out. He goes down the line. He knocks out Efe Ajagba when he comes around. He comes up in power. He knocks out Daniel Dubois, right? He knocks out Derek Chisora. He knocks out Charles Martin. He knocks out Andy Ruiz. Look, if those guys that I called, that Deontay Wilder managed to knock all those guys out like he did his other opponents, then what Bernard Hopkins said would be true. It would be accurate. Because then you would debate, and based on the power, that's how he's able to get those guys out of there, and he's able to execute and be effective with that power, okay? That's how we can tell that, yes, he is without a doubt the best heavyweight, okay? But we can't say that. This is short-lived. It's too premature to say Deontay Wilder's the best because he can hit hard. That's all he's really saying. Oh, he has the equalizing power. That doesn't make him the best. That makes him the most dangerous, okay? That makes him very dangerous, because we don't even know that makes him the most dangerous. That makes him very dangerous because that one punch he can change the whole fight with. But guess what? Honestly, how many heavyweights did that can happen with? It happened with Andy Ruiz. Joshua won. Is Andy Ruiz a huge, massive puncher? No. He hit Joshua in the right place, right? But someone like Wilder, just because he has punching power, does not make him the best heavyweight. You know, he's not even the most avoided heavyweight because he had the power. In fact, it was actually the opposite in his career. See, his career, of course, will always haunt him. The only thing Deontay Wilder can do at this point is to start proving everybody wrong. If he's free, or he has this newfound freedom to fight whoever he wants, he needs to start doing are fighting these guys, which I mentioned, all of them. He needs to fight every one of them. And I guarantee you, if he fought every one of those guys, I guarantee you, it would be one of those dudes that was able to do something that no one ever done. Right? It would be a good bet. My best bet would be, okay, this guy will have a problem with someone. You see how he had the problem with Ortiz when he finally stepped up? And that kind of, he knew, I'm in there with a guy that's worth a shit. He knew that at that point. Even though that guy was aged, even though he was aged to the point that everybody didn't even believe the age that he was. Okay? That lets you know he was with an aged Ortiz, which he refused to fight years back because he claimed that he was a drug cheat. So he wouldn't have no dealings with him. But now you fight him since he's older. You know what I mean? We can't forget about those type of things. But current day, he's fighting Fury in the rematch, right? After he fights Fury, he has to keep raising the bar. See, if Deontay Wilder did this 4 years ago, Deontay Wilder would be in a different situation. He would have made that money years ago that he's making now. The money that he's making, I don't know, the exact figure or whatever, but he's making a whole lot more than he used to. But he's doing that because of the opposition. But back to Bernard Hopkins, just saying a person, oh, he's the best heavyweight because he hits the hardest. No, that makes him the most dangerous. That doesn't make him the best. We can only tell if he's the best when he beats those other heavyweights. Then we'll know if he's the best. In any generation, okay, of fighters, you never had a guy that did that. Maybe Floyd. Floyd beat them all. Floyd beat Marquez, Pacquiao, Cotto. He beat those guys. Pacquiao beat Cotto, but got knocked out by Marquez, right? Timothy Bradley beat Marquez, but got beat by Pacquiao. So it will always be things like that. Someone has your number some way, some shape, form, or fashion. So before we can make that assumption, like Bernard Hopkins has done, we first need to see what Deontay Wilder can do when he keeps and continue to raise that bar. When he continues to fight these guys that are upper opposition. Look what happened to Joshua. He got beat. Why? Because he was fighting the people that could beat him. He was fighting guys that weren't slouches, that we really didn't know who they we knew who they were. We knew these guys were dangerous. We knew these guys were either champions, ex-champions, or really the top 10. That's why. And that's what happens with every fighter. If they get in there with a certain guy with a certain style, they're going to have problems. And the heavyweight division is one of the most dangerous divisions anyway. So if you do get hit with a heavyweight punch, it don't take much, people. Heavyweights can punch. That's why they're heavy. Okay, just because you're heavy don't mean you can't get knocked out because you're big. Don't mean you're that much tougher because I'm that much bigger. No, you're getting hit with a bigger punch with more weight, more velocity. Okay, that's what's happening to you. And that's why people get hit in the heavyweight division. One punch can change everything. But just because Deontay Wilder has devastating knockout power doesn't make him the best yet. Again, to complete this counterpunch, what will make him the best is he's beating the best and keep beating the best. And that's pretty much it. That's my counterpunch on Bernard, the Executioner Hopkins. You guys tell me who you think the best is. Do you agree with Bernard Hopkins? Of course, leave your comments below. Please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.